ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಅದೇ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನಲಿ ಟನಲ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು ಇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು 2 days ಓಕೆ, ಬೈ ಟುಮಾರೋ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಔಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಟುಕ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So tiger captured villagers have sigh of relief. So whenever wild animal attacks the human beings, human settlements, can we kill that tiger? Can we kill that cheetah? Is it not a violation of Wildlife Protection Act? ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಅದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಟು human settlement, human beings. Can we kill that animal? We have to Allah. We can. Should is also same. We can. If possible, they will try to capture. It ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರ. If it is not possible to capture, so they can kill. Okay. So even though it is, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ Schedule 1. When it is a threat, yes. Okay, chief warden of the forest will give the permission. Okay, so they can hunt it. Unpacking the Dubai climate meeting. Okay, nothing much here. The expectations. So anyway, after that, what happens, that is important for us. So here they are talking about expectations, what each and every country has to do. Okay, so for example, so this year many disturbances, okay, disasters have happened. Okay, and that list they have given. So this you can use in your answer writing. Okay, so that is 2023 is also recorded as the warmest year since Industrial Revolution. Okay, warmest year. So again, it will be keep on adding. Don't worry. 24 comes out, 26, 27. They will be keep on telling warmest year unless we act on it. See, extreme heat in North Africa and Europe. Okay, wildfires in Canada and Hawaii. Floods in India, Libya. Drought in Horn of Africa. Okay, and melting of Antarctica sea ice decrease. Okay, means it is melting, and also El Nino effect. All these are recorded in 2023. Sometimes you know the concept, but examples. So you have to write one side. India, Libya, Africa example, Hawaii, Canada. Okay, all type one example they have given. So that is, and the words you need to understand. They're all talking about expectations. So let us not worry too much about now. Okay, so global stock take. What is this global stock take? GST. Global stock take. This GST is different. What is this? Global stock take. Anyone? ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾರು ಕಣ್ಣು ಆಡ್ಸೋದೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್? Funds for
developing countries to reduce the climate.
So that is called as global stock take or what? Really?
Agreement. Agreement in order to bring the consensus of all the countries
regarding the climate change fighting on. Okay, this GST is about. So overall, that is also part of it. Funding is also part of it. Okay, global stock take means, so this carbon dioxide, mainly talking about greenhouse gas emission, the climate change basically, to tackle that, what agreement they have come. So they have made so many agreements like Kyoto Protocol, okay, Cancun summits, Paris Agreement, Montreal Protocol. So since from the, especially from 1992, so they are very serious. From 1970, this idea of climate change became serious. They thought of, okay, it is disturbing. The overall temperature is rising. So, but in 1992, so it is like Earth Summit, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, Earth Summit happened. So from there, we are doing continuously every year one or other summit. Anyway, all summits we are going to study in environment. So all summits, why they are important, so that you are going to study. So this GST is at the heart of the 5-yearly ambition cycle, which consists of country pledges for climate action. That's what that. It is basically talking about the pledges of the countries. What are those countries? We know that developed countries and developing countries, least developed countries, correct? Okay. So who are more responsible? In climate change, we will not call as developed, developing or LDC. We call as Annex 1 countries and Annex 1 list is there. Annex 1, non-Annex, ಅಥವಾ Annex 2. Okay. Non-Annex countries ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Annex 1, Annex 2, non-Annex countries. Okay. So that means they are putting responsibility on these mainly developed countries because you are responsible for the climate change. From the Industrial Revolution, you have contributed huge carbon dioxide emissions. Even though China and India are present biggest contributors. Okay. But we are not responsible for that. You have to pay for it. Polluter pay principle. Okay. Polluter pay principle. This developed countries, okay, will try to contribute. So in what ways they are contributing? There are 3 ways. There are 3 ways. How to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions? See, per capita carbon dioxide emission is high in India or US? Per capita carbon dioxide emission. Per capita is US. Ours is per capita less. Huge population is. Whatever we emit, if you divide that, it will be less. Okay. Per capita emission of developed countries is very high. Overall emission is high. India's. Okay. China, India is very high. Please understand that. Okay. We always are. There are different ways to argue. Per capita is very less. Yours is very high. And that is also direct linking with the modernization of that country. See, more modernized, more rich, more developed means they will use everything they depend upon electric, means energy consumption only. So automatically, that is direct. See, our lavishness, everything, the more rich we are, the more we spend. Automatically, the more carbon footprint will be there. That much carbon dioxide we release. There are 3 ways to reduce this. One is carbon trading. Okay. That means they will restrict. You cannot emit more than 100 ton of carbon dioxide or equivalent. Okay. So for that carbon credit, suppose developed country wants more, sir, they want to produce more. 110 ton they want to release. What they have to do? Yes. Some other country will be having that, no? So please give your permission for another 10. I will do, you take money from me. That is one way of handling. Another is technology transfer. Technology transfer. So, for example, Bharat 1, 2, 3, okay, 6 is there. 4, after 4, directly 6. We jump to 6. There is no 5. Bharat 5 idea. What is Bharat 1, 2, 3, 4? Carbon emission standards. Same in European zone also, same thing. Okay, how we call Bharat, that is Euro 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So the Bharat 6 means more efficient engines are there. So rules will be like nobody can use below Bharat 3. It will be eliminated. That means that much carbon dioxide can be saved. So that is possible only when we get technology. So developed countries can also give technology. That is another way of handling. So that means by giving technology, they can emit more carbon dioxide. Okay. Ultimately, somewhere they are reducing. The meaning is same. Purchasing, that much you cannot use. So 30 units they are buying means you cannot emit that much. So that limitation. Technology transfer, again, it is going to reduce. Okay. So that is another way. And they will go, joint implementation is also there. They will only means have a tie up with other countries. So together they will do projects. Instead of doing in their country, they will go and do in other countries itself. Joint implementation is there. So carbon credit, joint implementation, clean development mechanism, CDM. 3 ways are there. Okay. For this, fund requirement is there. Correct? So everything it will not do directly, that developed countries. So there are different funds in different summits. Okay. One famous one is Green Climate Fund, GCF. So the commitment was like you put $100 billion, $100 billion, so that we'll give it to developed countries or developing countries, so that ultimately will fight the effects of carbon dioxide. Another is that adaptation fund is there. Near Kudiyama. Adaptation fund is there. ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ ಮೇನ್ ಇರೋದು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So this article is not important for me because it is talking you do like this, do like this, do like this. You can also write do this and all. Okay. So ultimate result is important for us. So, but whether those funds are working, no. People say, but they won't give money. Okay. Only 5%, 10% only fund is collected. So that is of no use. Okay. Sometimes so developed countries become serious. Sometimes if it is hurting them, they will walk away. So America left. No, I don't want to be in this. Because they have to give money. My game alone. And family, some marriage is going on and somebody don't want to contribute, they will create some fight. Later they will come back. Because by that time marriage will be over, no spending, nothing from their pocket. Oh, I did mistake, sorry, like that. Okay. America did that. Okay. So they were from, I think, Cancun summit, they walked up. Again, later when the Trump changed to Biden, then he joined back to the Senate. Another concept is there. Means they don't believe in this climate change concept. It is just to control other people. They are using this. Okay, but we are seeing that effect. Directly we are seeing that. Okay, people argue from my age it is changing, correct? But intensity, we are changing that intensity. It is not about temperature change. Yes, Earth has seen boiling temperature, thousands of degrees and all. That 15 degree, 20 degree, 40 degree is nothing, correct? At that time, humans were not there. Species were not there. So now it is there and we are suffering. Okay. So this is their expectation is they're talking about, that's what. So you talk about 1.5 degree, limited to 1.5, 2 degree. Okay. So one-liner, it's always like a blame game. Nobody is so serious. Blame game. Whenever it comes to their benefit, they will take it, they will keep quiet. Okay. Why only I have to handle? That is a problem. This is always, whenever there is a common thing, this is the biggest problem. See, if I do very strictly, other country will emit and all, they will grow. I will lag behind and also achieve. Why I have to do that? Everyone thinks like this one. Selfish motive. Yeah, all countries. No exceptions. No exceptions. Okay. Among them, somewhat better, we call, no? Among them, okay. India is somewhat better. Voluntarily it takes. No restriction means no imposition on us. You have to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions like this and all. But still we take voluntary commitments. Okay. Nationally determined contributions. NDC. Nationally determined contributions. Okay. That means we will reduce the carbon dioxide to this level. For example, last year, you know that our Prime Minister said by 2070 will become carbon neutral. So by 2070 will become carbon neutral. Okay. I'm not saying no countries are doing, everyone is doing, but when it comes to the, okay, they will become selfish. All countries. Okay. When they are losing bigger benefit, so suddenly they will forget everything. Okay. But whether you do conscious effort or not, technology will be the solution. Technology is the problem. Technology is the solution. Technology has created this greenhouse, climate change problem. Yes or no? Nothing else. Only technology has created this problem. Because of machine development, then fossil fuels usage increased. And again, we hope for the same technology to solve this problem. That can only give solution. It may be catalytic converters to absorb the carbon dioxide, or it may be invention of something like hydrogen fuel, or so that fossil fuels can be replaced. So that can only solve the problem. Okay. But countries effort, investment for research and funding, so without that it becomes a distant dream. So quickly, just one or two lines you also see from this line. See, highlight is that they are talking about global cooperation is very important. I hope I covered in holistic. So without global cooperation, we cannot handle. Okay. See, technology, people are, say, suppose you are using Bharat 3, Bharat 1, Bharat 6 level engine they have. Unless you create a fear, they will not purchase Bharat 6. We'll run in this only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅದೇ another theory. They don't believe in climate change, but how to make them, for example, chlorofluorocarbon usage, refrigerator, fridge, everything is sold. Now they have another technology. How to sell it? How to make you to discard the original one? I have to tell something, right? So that is creating problem, that is creating ozone hole, that is creating this problem. So ban. Once they find out some new one, they will ban these things, old one. So there is no option, then we'll go for new one. So like that, they will make money. That they are making money, no doubt about it. But we cannot say climate change concept is bullshit. It is there. Okay. Definitely they are doing that. The moment you ban old things, automatically we'll go for new one. So then we'll start purchasing all those things. So you can read this. That is saying that responsibility lies on everyone, not just one country. And that nationally determined contribution. I explained. Any doubt idre keli. Okay. So voluntarily we are NDCs. And here they are talking about funds. Say adaptation and finance. Who pays is also likely to be prominent. So always we say that you have to pay, but they will not pay. That is the problem. It's easily you can say. See, establishment of loss and damage fund. Loss and damage fund agreement on which was a hard-won gains from the last conference of party. So this year it is happening in Dubai. Okay. So in last they thought about loss and damage fund. See here, another said, GCF, I said 100 billion by 2020 was the goal. $100 billion by 2020 should be in that fund. But, they played games. For example, for some reason they are giving to India. Some reason they are giving to something. They are putting the label as GCF. Earlier itself they are giving that money. Okay. So now they are putting as, see, we have given for that. That is their agreement. Earlier itself they were planning, they were doing. So somehow they were covering up. That is of no use. Correct. So Mudra loans bank used to give. What banks did? Earlier they are giving loan. Only they are converting them as this is Mudra loan only, Mudra loan only, Mudra loan. On paper, Mudra loans issued. Reality, they were getting that loan earlier itself. That they are telling as Mudra loan. I'm giving loan to Munisha. Okay. Now I'll put under Mudra, I'll sanction that loan. That is of no use. So this kind of things, for showing purpose, okay, we have done. In reality, if you check, it is not even, I think, 5 to 10, maximum, I think, $20 billion was the real collection. So how to tackle? Okay. Then the ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ. The challenge of maritime security in the global south. So why they are talking about maritime security? So why it's important, maritime security? Enamma? Okay. No, that's not why. So that means what is the economic importance of that maritime? What is the economic importance of the maritime? So fishing, that is a trade route. Minerals are there, polymetallic nodules. Okay, PMN. Okay, and that's what that is. Security is the question. Maritime security. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so earlier the different theories are there. First, land was important, securing the land. Later, the concept changed to water. See, British won because their navy was strong. Very illa. See, one advantage, then they thought of, okay, so naval power can control whole world. Then after that, air is very important. Air control is also possible. Then air, space, both are same, right? Boundaries means not necessary about this actual navy. If you control strategy, for example, if China comes and sits in Sri Lanka, it can control India. The string of pearl, one belt, one road, all these are, even though you are far away, you can control. Ring means what do you say? Pearl of strings. So if you maintain distance place also, you can control. So that rim theory, RM, rim, edges. If you have control over edges, you can control everything. So then we thought, then now we are in A space war happened, that can control. Now, ultimately, the economic war. So, economy can control other country. No need to go there. You can control that country sitting here itself. If you are having huge dollars inside your country, you can control America. So, China is doing that. Okay. Another is cyber world. No need of going there and doing something. So like this, different theories are evolved. So maritime, yes, since from the ancient times, so it has shown its importance. How okay, now they are talking about especially global south. Many times they have asked prelims question also. Means yes, definitely they will ask. Prelims question about like important strategic locations, like Strait of Malacca, Strait of okay, how they are important, like how much trade they are carrying, which country is taking benefit. So all these things. So here they're talking about this in essay. You have to use always focus on how the writers are presenting their article, how they introduce. To try to learn from there. Okay. So Charles Darwin, what he has said, survival of the fittest. What it means? One who can adapt, he will survive. Whether you are intelligent or not doesn't matter. Okay, adaptability should be there. You may be highly intelligent, but you are not adaptable to small changes, temperature. So human species are capable of adapting to any situation. Okay, that's why we are surviving. Not because of intelligence. You may be having intelligence, your body is not built for adaptation, means you'll perish. Okay. So it was not the strongest or most intelligent species that survived, but one with the capacity to adapt and adjust to the changing environment. Okay. Darwin's notion of resilient adaptability has withstood the test of time. Proven nothing. Okay, it's a truism that all human progress requires flexible approach to dealing with the emerging challenges, none more so than the maritime domain. So in general, he gave broader thing. So even maritime domain is not an exception. So that is also. See how the broader approach introduction they have taken. Next, let us come to this maritime domain. Okay. One is Russia-Ukraine war. So which boundaries, which seas are affected because of that? Okay. So that is Black Sea, correct? Black Sea. That is becomes very important. Those who are having control over that can handle those countries. So same way, South China Sea, correct? South China Sea can control Japan, all these island nations. Okay. The radical new tactics of the sea involve the use of gray zone warfare, land attack missiles, and combat drones. So different type of threats are there in the maritime area. So what is this gray zone warfare? Gray zone warfare. It is neither full-time war nor complete peace. That is called as gray zone warfare. In between. Neither those countries are at peace, nor they are at complete like full-fledged war. But some friction will be there, some sort of in between. So that kind of problems we are seeing across the globe, especially they are talking about South, global South. Then land attack missiles that we are seeing, and drones nowadays. Drones are a boon to human kind as well as a biggest threat anywhere. So now for everything they're using, that is the biggest. Drug supply earlier, human chains were there. Now drones are delivering. How you will track only if they, if it is caught, one drone is lost. That's it now. If you catch a person, he will give the links. Now they are not using human beings. Okay, they are still using, but gradually they are changing. Okay, drones are going and delivering to the particular place. Even smuggling, they are using the drones from border, from here to there to here. Notes, fake notes, drugs, weapons, for everything they are using drones. So very difficult. So it is intrusive, however, that the bulk of the demand of maritime security in recent years has come from the states facing unconventional security threats. Okay, so states are demanding. This is a need of the hour. I hope we covered one article, the law on the high seas. ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ same Hindu article ಅಲ್ಲಿ the law on the high seas. High seas means not at the boundaries, in the middle of the ocean. Why? Again, it is connected to this. In the middle, there are no particular laws because till now there was no worries. Now, so there are worries starting because of that. So there is a law. If you have not read that, please go and read it. Law on high seas. That is very important. So many countries are demanding that maritime security is the need of the hour. So globally, everyone should cooperate and do this. Why they are worrying? Illegal fishing. See, somebody will come to, that's what, because of technology, now it is becoming easy. Okay. So somebody's, that's what, man has become their country, right? But overall, it is lost to whole world itself. So they will intrude into somebody else's border. There they will do deep trawling, illegal fishing. So they will, but forever that will be lost. That fishing ground will be lost. Breeding should happen. So if you are not allowing for that, okay. So that's what illegal fishing, for that maritime security is becoming very, very important. Natural disasters are common. Above article itself, we saw how much disasters are happening. Marine pollution, because of too much usage of this, shipping and all. So oil spillage, everything, that is the biggest problem. Aquatic animals, including fishes, will be affected. So aquatic animals are facing kidney failures and all. ನಾವು ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು BP, ಶುಗರು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹಾಳಾಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಓಕೆ, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್. Okay, lung respiration problem, because this oil is covered in the sea, that will not allow sunlight to penetrate. That will reduce the oxygen content. Okay, and another threat is plastic. One different, on the island, since from the beginning, no man visited that island. Means in that place, for the first time, shock was there. Birds, everyone, means all birds, everything, animals died, no? So completely filled with plastic, that island. How much we are polluting. Okay, that is the evidence. ಹೋಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯ many thousand years. Google, you will see that. First time visiting, seeing the plastic, the heap of plastic there. Okay. So marine pollution is the biggest problem. Human and drug trafficking, that is also happening through marine route, and impact of climate change. Because of all these things, states are worrying about security and demanding that. These are the difficult to fight using only military means. That is true. Only military cannot handle all these things. State must instead be prepared to commit capital resources, specialist personnel over prolonged periods to meet the security needs. They should be ready to spend money as well as their people to work on that. Okay. So in G20 also, we focused on the same thing, Global South, always we focused on that. See, here they are talking about particular problems, what that countries are facing. The littoral states in Asia and Africa have unequal law enforcement capabilities and lack of security coordination. So why this is exaggerating or getting worsened? Because law enforcement is also very important. Global cooperation ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇ ಆ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ. See, terrorism eliminate ಮಾಡೋ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲ, fake notes eliminate ಮಾಡೋ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲ, drug menace ನ handle ಮಾಡೋ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲ, but we lack global cooperation. See, one or other country will be supporting indirectly so that they will get money out of it. If you imagine Pakistan, India, Bangla, Iran, all these countries, China, if they really, with honest effort, if they work, can you think that terrorism will be there? So one or other person will be there to support, then they'll get benefit. That is the problem. So that they keep on coming in one form or the other form. So that's why global cooperation is important. Many have very varying security priorities, and so piracy problem, you know, that armed robbery, maritime terrorism, that is also increasing. Okay, some even resist maritime cooperation with the partner nations in a bid to reduce reliance on foreign agencies. So the Auru Madala and also restricting their partners to not to participate. And that's always whole world will be dividing on multiple lines. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೇರ್ತಾರೆ. So it will never become successful. So these are all current affairs points. Like for example, our India and Africa recently had some ties. That is also with respect to maritime cooperation, it is there, and also Indo-Pacific cooperation. So India is also having a maritime vision 2030. Okay, to tackle all these things. But alone we cannot handle. Alone we cannot tackle. So in one line, that is the thing. No consensus. So that is the advantage for those people. That's it. A non-starter. All India service for judges may not ensure higher diversity. Yesterday we discussed. Okay, so why it is required. But here, opposite view is there. They are saying may not ensure higher diversity. So, yaar heltira? Why editor is saying like that? Okay. Okay. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅದು? ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? We discussed yesterday. So diverse, it allows the diversity. Everyone can come and enter into this. Because in the exit system, if you check, only only certain families are continuously coming in. Okay. So that will ensure diversity, inclusivity. So, but here editor says that it will not ensure the diversity. Why so?
In case of holidays, just like how all it's like the IAS and this, how localization is very much important, because understanding the local governance system is important for all. Just like that, if in case what is article, if in case of all India jurisdictions, there will be inclusion of people. Meaning to say, just like how now recruitment is going on in the state level services, there is
main point you are not telling. Why he is feeling that it is not a solution? Why? What is the problem? Yes, yaar ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
just right. Superannuation at the age of 60. You know,
Okay, that is fine. But
because environment because cooperative companies like cooperative companies or law firms will approach more money in order to take the loss. So there in case they might not be interested in getting it all. Like, and
well, that is that I'll explain. That is one point. Means just because if you allow, because other people are paying much better for them, so they will go there. That just because you open up all the merit-based students will be here. Corporate firms are giving huge sum to especially merit-based candidates, because a lot of litigations, lot of problems will be there. How much you can give here for a judge? 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, but they are ready to give even sometimes settle case huge lump sum amount. Okay, so because their business model will be like that, and that much money litigation, if it's solved, so much amount will be saved. So just because you introduce Many times it happens. Government will conduct exam, but people will hire those who are top in that. They will hire. It is there. For example, just unconventional example. Roman Saini started an academy. Okay. So after getting All India rank 18, do you think that other person will get that much huge funding? Why they gave him? So capacity is proven through this process only, but they are funding him. So like that. So they are using this service only. In many companies also recruitment. Have you passed GATE? Have you passed this exam? We will hire you. We'll directly take you. Okay. So in that angle also you can think. It is not like that just by providing that it will become panacea, solution for everything. May not be. So in that time, no, you are getting All India rank 1 IAS poster, but you are not going. Company is offering, come, I will pay 5 crore to you annually. Come and join our company. You are passing IAS. If you go, definitely they will take. Okay. So the worth is proven this through this process only. Just like that. Another way of saying it, just it is don't think that by doing that it will become a solution, panacea. Other ways are also there. Like that, he is not saying that negatively. There are different ways to think about it. So, okay, if it is done, problems are solved. Don't think like that. Okay. So
It's not,
both side. In India, always extremes. 0 is also there, 1 is also there. Okay, that's what he is discussing.
No uniform.
So it varies from state to state. And also open courses kind of thing also available. So level is completely different. Okay. So he's talking from the root level. Okay. See, All India Judicial Service will help diversify the judiciary by allowing bright youngsters from varied backgrounds to become judges through the merit-based process. Okay. So the idea has been mooted and discussed in the past and has been part of discussion on the official policy in the union government for years. They are first time. Again, because President has spoken, it is in the light. Okay, we are discussing. The Union Law Minister disclosed last year in Rajya Sabha that there is no consensus on the proposal. Means we are not in the mood to pray. Because why Rajya Sabha? Because Rajya Sabha has to give that resolution. Okay, they said that only 2 high courts agreed to the idea, while 13 were against it. So this proposal, 13 high courts are opposing. All India Judicial Service may not be the panacea it appears to be. Current system of recruitment of district judges through respective high court and subordinate judicial officers through public service commission is more conducive to ensuring diversity, as there is a scope in both reservation and clear understanding. Existing, you know that judicial service exams are being conducted by high court and also lower judicial level. Okay. So this is already covering the diversity. That's what they want to say. Through that exam also, the local needs are fulfilled. The local reservations are fulfilled. So diversity is already there. It's not necessary that you have to come through All India Judicial Service. So Article 312 of the Constitution amended by 42nd Amendment. So that is like All India's IAS, IPS, the same way. You can also create enabling provision. So they may ask in prelims this point. Okay. So that they have added. You can do, but they have not done it. Enabled. Okay. Provides for creation of All India Judicial Service and requires a resolution adopted by Council of States with a 2/3 majority and a parliamentary law. Please remember these 4 lines. In prelims, they will ask that. Because many will not be knowing that it is done through amendment. If they put original constitution gives provision to create All India Judicial Services, means people will put right. Their focus will not be on that side, original constitution. It is through amendment, they enabled it. Rajya Sabha has to do, that they will ask. With what majority? That they will ask. So 3 questions are possible here. This constitution recognizes the rules governing the subordinate judiciary in the states will have to be superseded by. So a problem, ಎಲ್ಲ problem ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ here they are focusing. One is now states will say that federal it's a threat to federalism, because now if they are going to make central laws should be formed. Now judicial district level judges and all is recruited at the state level only, means below high court. Now all India Judicial Service means that power will be taken from their side. So states will always say that, okay, you are taking our power. So that will be the challenge that they're telling. That's superseded by the central law if for this proposal to achieve the fruition. So if at all you want to achieve this, so you have to supersede all laws by the central law. So this is a problem. So that's what centralization people are not ready to accept in all fields. Already it is there too much. So we don't want to give this one also. And national service for judges not inferior to the post of district judges with a superannuation of the age of 60 will be an attractive proposition for the young lawyers to apply for it. So what is the superannuation? Retirement. Now you know that retirement age is 62 or 65. In Supreme Court it is 65, High Court it is 62. Okay, so district judges superannuation is at 60. If you make all India Judicial Service, maybe you'll copy that either 62 or 65. Now this will allow more youngsters to have the opportunity. Earlier they retire, that much easily the new people will get the job. But I discussed this aspect, how you have to think in case of specialized services. There you should not think about retirement. There you should think about what service you can get out of. Their experience should not be wasted. Okay, the construction job you are replacing, no problem. But in judiciary, as you go higher up, your knowledge will be all like a doctor, okay, a teacher. The more and more experience, the more and more contribution they can give. Okay. And next point he is telling that it cannot be forgotten that legal education lacks countrywide uniformity. So that is another problem. If you simply make all India, NEET is an example. Parallel you have to compare. So Tamil Nadu is arguing for the same thing, right? It is saying that, so we don't want this. We want our own system, because our students cannot compete with the all India level. So complete seats will be given to them only. Our students will not get anything. So where is the problem? That means uniform education is not there. So here also that will happen. You are saying that diversity will happen. So now local post will be taken from by the other people. Where is the diversity? Then again that dominant. Exactly NEET comparison you have to give. After enrolling, lawyers typically consider judicial service based on practical experience rather than academic brilliance. That is also correct, right? Academic brilliance is different. Many times they are brilliant, but they will fail in the service. But some average, he will be a successful lawyer. Okay. So toppers, especially from few elite law schools, are unlikely to sit on the National Judicial Service recruitment examination. So first of all, they will not sit for the examination. You are saying that merit based will come. They will go for other services. Private, corporate, there they will be getting huge sum. In comparison, options such as litigation, joining law firms, going into the corporate sector, that's what they feel there it is more beneficial. Your ultimate purpose of I will completely make it merit based. No, people will not come. Okay. And given the number of district judges related to High Court is much lower than those from the bar, the lack of certainty. Once it is introduced, the lower people will never elevate. Now itself it is less. They will lose opportunity to go to the higher level. So all these problems they are talking about. That is not the panacea. That is not a solution for everything. Don't think that all India Judicial Service means it's a very good thing. No. So east angle gottaitaiga. Different angles are. And for you also, you may not be aware. You just clearing a UPSC exam is, don't think that you will get only that position. Even if you fail, you will get wonderful position in corporate world. If you nowadays, earlier they never used to give certificate. Now UPSC gives certificate. If you appear for interview, even if you fail, they will give certificate. That certificate is enough to get job for all in many like for Sports Authority of India, many authorities. for the particular post, many people are applying for job. 1 lakh, 2 lakh people applying. Assume that only one seat is there. And one person who has applied for UPSC interview applied for that job. They will be given direct option, means offer letter. Even though 2 lakh people are there. Okay. So that privilege is there. In private sector, huge privilege is there. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈ UPSC ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. You'll have wonderful opportunity. One who is earning 5 lakh can earn suddenly 30 lakh, 40 lakh just because of your UPSC knowledge. They know, corporate world knows your value. Okay. I hope you know that our director sir Jairaj sir, ಅವ್ರ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಓದಕ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾರೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. And he is one of the director for Adani Group. So that is the power of a IAS officer. So don't think, okay, only getting into that means you'll get everything. Outside, much more benefits are there. If you are up to that level, means they will hire you. Okay. Our own student example I gave, I think, here. Helidina. So he started his preparation and not even written prelims once. He came with sweet box. I was surprised. Exam sweet box. Sir, I'm selected as vice president of the JP Morgan. Vice president. Second post, highest post. That is possible because of 1 year preparation of UPSC. Otherwise, I cannot handle that level of interview at all. Within 1 year, I'm so much transformed. So I got that second highest post. Salary increased by 300%. Okay. So, artha ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. People only think narrow way. I'm preparing for this, I have to get this post. If it is not, whole world is not there. Got it? So many brilliant examples are there. So those who have started preparation for this, okay, got success elsewhere. Only that they have to believe in themselves. Problem is, if they are not getting, they still think that ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸರಿ ನಗು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವೇನೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. They feel like, sir, if not selected again, I have to go back to coding. I have forgotten everything. How they will treat me much lower than I cannot ask like my competitor. Definitely you can level. ನೀವು ಇನ್ನು 4 ವರ್ಷ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ 10 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಂಗೆ ನೀವು UPSC ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೀವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. You are thinking in that way only, sir. Again, I have to go back to that work which pays very less. Yes, definitely you should not do that work. If you go to that work, they will pay less only because you are not good at coding now. Means you are not to your level experience. You are not better person, but you are much better person as a HR, much better person as a leader, team lead or something. Go there and ask salary 10 times what you used to earn. Okay. So ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಬರೀ ನಾವೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. See, the different perspectives, ಇದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು. ಏನೇ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಹೌದು, this diversity, that's good. ಇವತ್ತು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ this picture, uniformity is not there. Those who are good at some places will occupy all the seats. So at least local diversity. Now everywhere the local people are getting into services. So they will lose the opportunities. Where is the diversity? So now your answer is complete. That side also you can write. This side also you can write. Conclusion is your. Okay. That point, if could not convince that preservation and all means it is guaranteeing that area that many people, that area that many people. So that is whole diversity is covered. Is it clear? ಒಂದಿವಸ ಒಂದೇ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹನಿ ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಳ್ಳ ಅಂತ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಫೀಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ನೋ ದಿಸ್ judicial. And if you learn this model, you can write for any this, the same way you can generate the points. Somebody says another all India service. So you can line the similarity between these two and you can complete that answer. It is not one answer. It can help you to write many answers. Okay. Please read this. Okay. But you will also understand, say, you cannot, all topics can be politicized. All topics can be learned from the technical point of view. Okay. Yes, it is political thing only. But what you will understand is what is their situation. About why they are asking reservation. What is the problem? The background you have to understand. Always it is politicized only. Now caste census comes means politicized only. But you must know what is the, like how many lingais are there, how many vakiligas are there, what is their composition, how much benefit they are getting. That is the stats for it. Everything can be politicized. IAS also can be politicized. Suppose instead of president, if that was done by prime minister, definitely that political color would be different now by this time. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. Just because president somewhat not like so much direct attack. Just we are discussing, yes, this required or not. The moment if it comes from prime minister, what people say, oh, election year. So now they want to control this also. They want to take complete federalism under their control. So everything can be politicized. So this just for the understanding of the topic, what is going on. See, clean energy share in India's industry. This is important. Okay, for example, so don't you think that in your answer it will enrich? Say, share of energy sources in percentage. Okay. So they are telling, okay, this is blue line is fossil fuel. Sorry. Clean is gray, blue and red is fossil fuel. So here in 2000 up to 2022, what is happening? This is China. Clean energy increase, fossil fuel. If you take India, it is not so steep. Clean energy is increasing, but moderately. Fossil fuel still slowing to moderately, using more fossil fuel. So like that. Or you better example, you say where reverse Argentina, complete opposite. Clean coming down, fossil increasing. Arthagata? Don't remember, just one or two example. China, compare. See, one paragraph. See, in India, so in China, they are increasing clean energies. Okay, in just 2 years, if you see, the clean energy usage has increased steeply, whereas fossil fuels has come down. But in case of India, it is clean energy is moderately rising. Also, fossil fuel consumption is also moderately coming down. But in case of Argentina, it is reverse. Different examples. One better, neutral, reverse. Enough. Like that, ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೆನ್ಪುಳಿಯಲ್ಲ. Saudi Arabia. This also upper. No, this is correct only. No, in line with China only. South Africa, Saudi Arabia.
Right.
That means fixed. No, 99%, right? Clean energy is very nil. Zero. It is in the zero line only. Okay, complete fossil fuel dependent. Obviously, they are only producing that and they are depending upon that. Easily available, they are dependent. So reason will be different. So this India and China case, you can see like moderate, means around 20% to 80%. 20% clean, 80% roughly. Not 80, we know that 60% is fossil fuel. It is okay. And here also in India. So this also important, where we stand, Karnataka, we should have that curiosity. Got it? Curiosity, see, coming down. Speed fuel usage, coming down. Fossil usage, high. Any better performing state? Yes, Gujarat. Gujarat is good. Okay. See, that because that line you see on top, clean is on the top. Both are different. Clean energy usage highest. Among them, in the 2 years, it is coming down. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So it is on the top, you see. Reverse it is ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. That blue line is on the top, red line is on the bottom. That means in Karnataka, clean energy usage is high. But that is coming down is a concern. Maybe again, because in the COVID ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡ್ ಮೇಲಿದಾವೆ, ನಮ್ದು ಬ್ಲೂ ಮೇಲಿದೆ, ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕ್ಲೀನ್. ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಪವರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ನೀನ್ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಮೇಲಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ.